AMD has been the market's favorite plot twist lately. A company once flirting with near failure has morphed into a core player for cloud CPUs, gaming chips, and now, loudly, AI accelerators. That combo has created intense momentum in the stock, but every big run invites profit-taking. The headline drivers, deals that change the vibe. 2 deal announcements this month moved the needle in a way press releases rarely do. AMD and OpenAI signed a multi-year supply agreement that covers 6 gigawatts of AMD Instinct GPUs over several generations, with an initial 1 gigawatt MI450 deployment slated for the second half of 2026. That's the kind of order that scales into tens of billions of dollars of revenue over time. The market keyed into that immediately. Shortly after, Oracle said it will deploy a very large MI450-based, Helios, supercluster, initially committing 50,000 MI450 GPUs as part of its public cloud offering beginning in calendar Q3 2026. Oracle's announcement signaled hyperscaler-scale enterprise demand outside the NVIDIA-dominated narrative, and added fuel to AMD's rally. Meta shows up in the story too, not just as a customer but as an infrastructure influence. AMD's Helios rack embraces Meta's open rack-wide standards and Meta-validated approaches to rack-scale systems, which helps AMD push a more open, interoperable rack that customers can adopt without being locked in. That validation matters for enterprise buyers who care about standards. If you picture the AI world as a festival, OpenAI is booking the main stadium, Oracle the big city venue, and Meta is sharing the stage schematics so other venues can copy the layout. AMD is trying to sell the stage rigs, the lighting, and the soundboard, not just the speakers. The numbers that make investors cheer and whisper. AMD's recent quarters back the narrative with hard cash. The company posted a record Q2 revenue is almost equal to $7.7 billion, with net income jumping to roughly $872 million and EPS climbing substantially year over year. Those are the sorts of metrics that change how Wall Street prices a company. But the accounting headline has texture. Gross profit improved in absolute dollars, yet gross margin faced pressure because AMD took a one-off inventory write-down on some GPUs restricted from export. That accounting hit is a real number on a spreadsheet, but it's not the same as a sustained operational failure. It's a temporary drag that clouds otherwise strong unit demand. Think of it like a restaurant that had a spectacular weekend but had to throw out a spoiled pallet of expensive seafood. Revenue still climbed, but this one-time waste dents the quarterly profit margin. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Why momentum attracts profit-taking. Momentum begets momentum, and then profit-taking. The OpenAI and Oracle headlines sent AMD shares surging, double-digit moves the day of the announcements, and when a stock doubles or triples its recent gains in a short window, some holders lock in gains. That's normal market behavior. Institutional managers must report performance, and sometimes harvest winners. Retail investors lock profits to rebuy on dips. Multiple outlets flagged both the dramatic spikes and short-term givebacks as the market digests reality versus headline excitement. The dynamic feels like a concert where half the crowd rushes the stage when the headliner appears, and then a few leave to beat traffic before the encore. The encore, steady shipments, margins, and ongoing deployments, is what keeps the share price up over months and years. Valuation, why the ratios look messy, and what to make of them. Valuation is where the excited versus cautious debate gets spreadsheet why. Different data providers show different PE figures for AMD. Trailing PE values have been reported very high, near 90, 100 depending on the source and timing, while forward PE estimates sit notably lower, around 28.5 on some major finance pages, and price/sales sits roughly 9.3 in those same snapshots. That divergence happens because the share price skyrocketed quickly while recent GAAP earnings still reflect past mix and one-offs, e.g., inventory write-offs. Forward estimates bake in expected earnings growth from AI ramps, so they're much friendlier. What that means in plain terms: The market is pricing future earnings, lots of them, into today's price. If AMD's revenue and margins follow through, the forward P becomes fine. If deliveries lag, the psychology flips and the trailing P feels ominous. Picture two versions of the same house. One shows the foundation laid but walls still being built, forward view. The other shows only the empty lot, trailing view. Which is more valuable depends on whether you believe the contractor will finish on time. Why the everything's connected thesis is taking hold. People aren't cheering AMD purely because of one product. They see an ecosystem forming. Chips, MI450/Instinct family, accelerators for training/inference. CPUs, EPYC, the host processors for racks and data centers. Racks and systems, Helios/Pensando integrations, end-to-end solutions that sell more than silicon. Standards and validation, Meta's Open Rack Wide, makes it easier for cloud buyers to adopt without painful rework. That ecosystem angle is sticky. If customers buy entire Helios racks with MI450 GPUs and EPYC hosts, AMD captures more revenue per rack and gets recurring replacements/upgrades downstream. That's the stickiness investors value. Oracle's public commitment and Meta's standards validation are signals that the industry is at least seriously considering AMD as a primary vendor, not just a niche challenger. The Tesla mention, why car partnerships matter, but differently. Tesla moved to AMD Ryzen processors for its MCUs/infotainment systems and recent model refreshes, a real shift in the product mix for vehicles, which demonstrates AMD's reach into embedded and edge compute. That relationship is meaningful but different from hyperscaler AI buys. Car infotainment chips are steady, lower margin, and about product integration rather than massive rack deployments. Still, it's another channel where AMD's designs get field tested at scale. If AMD's chips are the tasty appetizer, the hyperscaler AI orders are the banquet. Tesla's role is an extra dish on the menu, not the main course. After all this, we could see AMD hit over $1,000 in share price by the decade. Note this as well. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. For if ye love them which love you, what thank have ye? For sinners also love those that love them. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do even the same. And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thank have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners, to receive as much again. But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged, condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned, forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. Luke 6:31-37. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.